On February 5th, 2015, Marcus Rashford made the bench for the Europa League round of 32 after an injury crisis in the first team. In the warm-up, striker Anthony Martial picked up an injury, meaning Rashford was forced to start at short notice. He might have felt nervous that he would have to start and make his debut, but he never showed it as he scored a brace on the day, making him the youngest ever Manchester United player to score in Europe. 3 days later, he would start against Arsenal and scored a brace, and as if that wasn't good enough, he scored in the Manchester derby not long after. At 18 years old, it made him the youngest scorer in the fixture. In May 2016, he scored his first England goal on debut. This young rising star had something special about him. His pace, finishing and class were above his years, and he was breaking records left, right and centre. On May 21st, he led the line for United in the FA Cup final, which they won 2-1 after extra time, the first trophy of his senior career. He ended up with 8 goals in 18 games, which is impressive considering he only made his debut in February. He also collected Manchester United Young Player of the Year. After scoring in a league victory in September 2016, Rashford failed to score until he broke his duck against Reading in January 2017. The following month, he featured in the Carabao Cup final where they beat Southampton 3-2, and started the Europa League final versus Ajax, which they won 2-0. This was his third overall trophy and second of the season. Most of his game time came off the wing as Ibrahimovic, the new signing that season, started as a striker, and he scored 11 goals in 53 games, which wasn't horrible considering he came off the bench a lot during these times. The signing of Lukaku from Everton meant Rashford would have limited game time or have to claim a new position in the team. On September 12th, he scored on his Champions League debut against Basel. By the 24th of October, Rashford had contributed to 12 goals in 16 games, which was a promising start considering he played some games out wide. His first start in the league came against Liverpool on the 10th of March 2018, where he scored a brace in a 2-1 victory. Mourinho wasn't playing him as much as he needed in his best position. Mourinho ruled out any possibility of him leaving on loan at the end of the season after losing the FA Cup final and going trophyless. He scored 13 goals in 52 games. He also finished third behind Mbappe and Dembele in the Golden Boy Award. At the start of the 2018-19 season, Rashford was given the number 10 after the departure of the previous number 10, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. United started poorly in the league and Rashford was one of the players who were dragged by manager Mourinho at the time, and the changing room went toxic. After a loss against Liverpool in December of 2018, Mourinho was sacked and United legend Ole Gunnar Solskjaer took over and things turned for the best. Rashford scored in 4 successive league matches for the first time in his career and made his 150th appearance, and also won the Manchester United and Premier League Player of the Month for the first time under the new manager. He soon scored his first United penalty in the last minute of a memorable 3-1 win against PSG in the Champions League. He ended that season with 13 goals in 47 games. Although they didn't win a trophy, things were looking good for Rashford, and it seemed like under a new manager his future would be going up. Rashford signed a new deal at the start of the 2019-20 season and opened his account with a brace against Chelsea on the opening day. His form was really consistent, and on his 200th appearance, he suffered an injury to his back in a match against Wolves and missed the following months of the season. After the season was postponed, the restart was set, and Rashford was ready to return from injury and play the remaining part of the season. He went on and scored the most he'd ever score in a Premier League season and was the top goalscorer in all competitions despite injuries, with 22 goals in 42 games. He would go his third straight year without the trophy but made the Europa League team of the season. This was more of a step back from his previous season, but you can put it down to the injuries he had that stopped his development. Rashford got his first United hat-trick after coming off the bench against Leipzig in the Champions League. Things couldn't get any better. United finished third in the Champions League group and fell to the Europa League once again, after it looked like they were gonna qualify after winning their first 3 games. He gained a lot of media praise for his online campaigns on food programs for unfortunate kids. He scored in a 3-2 comeback victory over Southampton and also provided both assists for Cavani's goals too. He scored a few goals en route to the Europa League final, and they fell short on penalties to Villarreal, despite Rashford converting his penalty. They finished second in the league and didn't make any cup finals. 4 years without the trophy for Rashford. His overall game hit a peak just before his injury in 2020, and since then, although his finishing has improved, he will need time to get back to his old form. In the summer of 2021, he went with England to the Euros and didn't start a single game. His most memorable moment was him missing a penalty in the final shootout versus Italy, which they lost. He went for surgery before the 2021 season to help him recover from the injury that he's been playing with, and hopefully he can come back and improve his game. Rashford finished the 2020-2021 season with 21 goals and 15 assists in the 57 games he played. This was the best return of his career, and it showed not only is the team getting better, but he's also improving as a player. Rashford has played 285 games for Man United and is 7 goals away from reaching the 100 club. He has 93 goals and 56 assists in all competitions. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you like, make sure you're subscribed, and comment down below what you think on this player. See you in the next one.